Welcome back to Kleppers Corner, where the world is weird, the headlines are weirder, and somehow Florida still manages to come out on top like the reigning champ of the Bizarro Olympics. Today we're looking at August 28, 2025, a day that proved that the universe has a sense of humor. It's dark, awkward, and definitely drunk. We've got orgies gone with the wind, beef stuffed down pants, golf cart fatalities, ancient Viking emojis, and a Pakistani reporter who accidentally became the meme of the week by screaming her way into our hearts. Buckle up, it's going to be a ride. Segment 1, the fall of the orgy dome. So, Burning Man. Every year, tens of thousands of people descend on the Nevada desert to celebrate radical self-expression, community, and dehydration. For over 2 decades, one of the landmarks of this utopia has been the Orgy Dome, basically a pop-up, consent-focused adult Disneyland with more pillows than a Martha Stewart warehouse sale. But this year, nature swiped left. A desert storm came barreling through with 50-mile-an-hour winds, and suddenly the erected structure wasn't so erect anymore. Yes, folks, the Orgy Dome collapsed. Organizers went online to announce that the dome was damaged beyond repair, which is kind of what most people look like after spending 4 days at Burning Man anyway. And they did it with a straight face. They posted, "Our build team worked so hard to erect our lovely space." That's right. Even in the middle of disaster, they're making dick jokes. That's commitment to the brand. But here's the bigger irony. Burning Man is all about building a controlled chaos city, meticulously planned so people can run around naked on stilts while juggling fire. And yet, despite all that planning, the real chaos, the wind, the dust, the storm came in and said, "Oh, you wanted to make a utopia? Cute. Here's a reality check. Also, dust in your crack." You almost feel bad for the attendees who had to shelter in place. Imagine explaining that to your kids. Mommy and Daddy couldn't come home because their dome full of orgies got blown away by God's leaf blower. Segment 2, the beef bandit and crimes of the weird. In Louisiana, a man named Michael Ardoin was arrested for trying to steal nearly $800 worth of meat by stuffing it down his pants. Yes, he literally became a walking charcuterie board. Police caught him with ribeyes and hamburger meat hidden like he was auditioning for America's Got Smuggling Talent. And here's the kicker. The guy has been arrested 74 times before. At that point, Walmart doesn't need security cameras. They need a personalized loyalty punch card. 10 thefts and your next felony's free. But the sheriff explained he wasn't stealing out of hunger. He was trading meat for drugs. Imagine that negotiation. All right, 1 gram for 2 ribeyes and a Slim Jim. No, I'm not taking hamburger. I'm not a savage. And the saddest part, because the meat was down his pants, it all had to be destroyed. So no one got steaks, not even him. A crime truly rare, but not medium rare. Meanwhile, halfway around the world, the weirdness wasn't funny. In China, a teenager sold her boyfriend into slavery for $14,000. And in Iran, a woman allegedly poisoned up to 15 of her elderly husbands for their property, which, on the weirdness scale, makes pants meat look like amateur hour. It's fascinating, though. Some crimes become memes, some become horror stories. We laugh at Beef Bandit because the stakes, pun intended, are low. But when the weirdness involves slavery or serial murder, suddenly nobody's photoshopping that into a TikTok dance. It's a reminder, weird only works when nobody's bleeding, except maybe your dignity. Segment 3, Florida, because of course. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the perennial gold medalist of weird, Florida. On August 28th, Florida delivered not 1 but 2 gems. First, in Flagler Beach, a man hit a deer with his car. Sad, but not unusual. What's unusual? He called 911 to report it, then laid down next to the dead deer. When cops showed up, they discovered he was drunk and arrested him. That's right. He literally called the cops on himself. Florida man doesn't just commit crimes, he gift wraps them for law enforcement. Then, in Marion County, a 76-year-old woman tragically died after being run over by a golf cart, driven by another 75-year-old woman. Look, in Florida retirement communities, golf carts are like muscle cars. You want to impress the ladies at bingo? Put some flames on your Easy Go and gun it to 12 miles an hour. Unfortunately, sometimes that ends with Grand Theft Auto Early Bird Special Edition. But Florida weirdness isn't random. It's an ecosystem. Between the alligators breaking into post offices, naked women stuck in storm drains, and sunshine laws that make every mugshot public, Florida is basically a factory for headlines. It's not one guy, it's the state itself. Weirdness is the export. Oranges, tourism, and Florida man. Segment 4, echoes from the past, screams in the present. Meanwhile, across the pond in Scotland, an archaeology student uncovered a 900-year-old carved stone head. It had wavy hair, closed eyes, and a faint smile. Some said it looked serene. Others said creepy as hell. Personally, it looks like the world's oldest emoji. Think about it. Vikings carved their feelings into rocks. Today, we carve our feelings into Twitter threads. Both will be misinterpreted by future generations. But if the Scottish discovery was a whisper from the past, the Pakistani reporter was a scream from the present. Literally. Mayranissa was reporting on floods when her fear got the better of her. She looked at the camera and basically went, "My heart is doing this, please pray for us." Within hours, she was a global meme. And here's the thing. She went viral not because of what she said, but because she was real. In an era where anchors look like Botox robots, here was a woman terrified for her life saying exactly what she felt. It wasn't polished, it was authentic, which is exactly what the internet loves until they move on to the next cat falling off a counter. One story makes you think about Vikings and lost civilizations. The other makes you laugh, share, and worry for a stranger across the world. Together, they prove weirdness comes in two speeds: century slow and Wi-Fi fast. In conclusion, the enduring allure of weird. So what did August 28th teach us? That no matter how much we try to plan, the desert wind can blow away our domes. That some crimes are funny until they're not. That Florida is less a state and more a punchline generator. And that humanity's strangest moments echo from both stone ruins and TikTok clips. The world is weird. It's messy, tragic, hilarious, and sometimes profoundly dark. But it's also a reminder that beneath the headlines, people are just trying to survive storms, score stakes, or go viral by accident. And maybe that's the strangest thing of all: how normal our weirdness has become.